Hello and welcome to our Two Brits Have a Laugh at all you Americans who are batshit fucking crazy because you've got two of the most hopeless candidates in the world. Over to you, Nads.
Well, that wasn't a very nice way to start.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, America...
You can't be rude like that just as people have arrived.
Yes, you can, and I just have been. The amount of abuse we get under every single film we do about America saying, look to your own shores, look to your own crisis.
Your own shores are
It's a shithole here too. We're ruled by morons.
Morons. Disgraceful.
Genocidal morons.
David Lammy, our foreign secretary today, is very, very upset about us calling these what did they say, campaigners calling what's going on in Gaza a genocide. Well, what else would you call a total wipeout of a people? So our lot are as bad as your lot.
So there you go. And also...
We're holding hands in sympathy going, why are we ruled by morons?
And so what we're going to do now is we're going to run through some of the clips. We're in the last 8 days in the run-up to the presidential election, which, let's face it, affects every motherfucker on the planet. Yeah. Every one of us.
Because Trump thinks it'd be a really good idea to just go in there and just hit the nuclear tanks in Iran. Oh, my God.
Meanwhile, Kamala thinks it's all right to just carry on as she has been all along, sending arms to countries like Israel without any comeback.
What is she on? Whatever it is that makes you slow down your voice.
Is she on Mogadon?
Well, I mean,
some have said she's drunk.
No, she's not drunk. It's a bit Mogadon. But to be fair, I would be on Mogadon if I was having to, day in, day out, swallow my tongue on the outrageous lies.
Sorry, she's not a natural campaigner.
He can just tell lies non-stop.
Yeah, but you know what you do in response? Tell a load of lies back.
No, but they can't, can they?
Why not?
Because she has to be flawless and he is shameless.
Well, there is a huge disparity there, and that is unfair. Anyway, it was the Madison Square Garden's Trumpian rally the other night. Everyone, well, not everyone, but quite a few. I have to say, some of the anti-Trump channels need to be a bit more nuanced in their anti-Trumpness. We're anti-Trump, but I'm also slightly anti-Kamala too. In fact, I'm very anti-Kamala, but I'm just slightly more anti-Trump. But
is there a single right-wing channel or magma person that will ever hand anything to Kamala?
No.
So why should they?
Yeah.
I'm going to answer you.
All right.
I think both sides should, because you can't say one person is all bad now or another person is all bad. Now, I do think Trump's character is all bad.
Right.
But he must have made... There must be something about him.
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
The second time he's almost about to rule the greatest country on earth.
I know exactly what it is about him. Kamala talks the same politician, Washington speak that has been spoken for years, and people want a change in the language and the messaging. Trump is basically singing all the wrong words, but all the wrong words to a right tune.
To the right tune, yeah.
Because I don't agree with anything he's saying.
He knows how to be populist.
Exactly.
He knows, like I was listening today to something and they were saying, the Joe Rogan show he went on was so fucking boring.
Yeah, and long.
It was 3 hours. Yeah. Even magma people couldn't watch it.
MAGA, not magma. Magma comes out of fucking volcanoes. MAGA.
MAGA.
You're thinking of Smegma. Smegma?
MAGA. Even MAGA people couldn't listen to it, but it's very good optics that he did it.
It's very good optics.
Kamala, and we've looked it up on her YouTube channel, and that's how she told us to say it. Kamala, just didn't do it. She's.
Yeah, but she the same. I hate to say it, the same whiny generic stuff keeps coming out. As soon as she opens her mouth, and this is not about her policies, I turn off.
God, I want a woman of colour. That's our husband. Yeah. A woman of colour.
So do I.
To be the president of the United States of America.
It should be Michelle Obama.
It should have been Michelle.
Yeah.
Michelle's too wise.
Yeah, but she can speak.
She's too smart.
She doesn't deal in word salads.
She knows she'll get in there, and all you've got to deal with is the donors. So
she knows she won't be able to talk like
She
that.
came out great. She came out the traps great. Kamala.
Yeah.
Looking to people that were suffering in America, promising them childcare and mortgage help and all the things that people... Trump doesn't offer that. What he does is he looks like he's going to offer it because he goes to McDonald's, he goes to Joe Rogan, he's He's a genius PR man.
He is a publicity
He is
maestro.
a PR genius. He knows how to appeal to his people.
She needs to get down on the Kia.
She took too much bloody money from the donors.
Yes.
And now
Can't say anything.
she's shut her mouth. She's put her vice president in the cupboard,
No,
and we liked
no,
him.
she's put her president.
Her vice president.
Oh, Waltz.
Not
Oh, sorry, I
Biden.
thought you meant
Biden
Biden.
put himself in the
Biden's
cupboard.
been put
he
in
put
a
himself in a
box.
cupboard thinking he'd gone into his office.
Does Biden know what's happening?
Biden's annoyed again. But anyway, so she's
What?
just become an automaton.
Yeah,
that
she can't
just
say
speaks for-
anything.
She's got something shoved up her ass,
Which is-
and she's talking through her nose. But I would still vote for her 1,000,000 times before I would let that maniac fascist.
Okay, hang on.
He's
Before
a
you-
fascist.
Hang on. He's a fascist.
He is a bloody fascist.
All of the
Did you see him in Madison Square Gardens?
anti-Trump channels have tried to draw a parallel between the Nazi or fascist kind of rally at Madison Square Gardens way back when, and this rally. I think that's a bit of a stretch because it just happens to be a rally in the same location. It's very easy to draw that comparison. It's the same building, it's full of people. We're going to look at some of the best bits, worst bits, shocking bits. Tony Hinchcliffe, you asked at the beginning. Tony Hinchcliffe is this comedian who was one of the speakers prior to Donald Trump. He calls the most controversial thing of the night, potentially, which really Trump's team are having to really damage limitate right now as we speak.
And as Scaramouche says, it was all on the article.
It was all on the article. They
No,
all
it
knew
wasn't a
was
surprise
coming.
to
No, but
anyone,
Donald
was
Trump
it?
has claimed he doesn't know who this comedian is.
Yes, because he's a lying
Here we
toad.
go.
You know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay, all right. It's absolutely wild to see. And in Texas, stuff is really, really crazy. We're right there by a wide open border. Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country. Republicans are the party with a good sense of humor.
That's not family friendly.
Now, listen. This is fascism, right? This is so dangerous that more and more we're allowing people like this to have a voice.
Yeah, to get away with it.
He should not be getting away with it.
I mean, his argument is that he's doing a sort of Ricky Gervais gallows humour in the
He
but
is
he's
not.
it's
What
nasty.
bollocks. Do you think we came down with yesterday's fucking rain?
What does that mean?
That we knew.
That we knew.
No, that we are new.
We are new.
We are not new.
Oh,
We are
we're not
old.
new.
We are long in the
Okay, well,
tooth.
just to kind of make things a little bit more sophisticated, they dragged out Hulk Hogan.
And today, this is Donald Trump's house, brother.
Well, he just sums it all up, doesn't he?
You know something, Trump maniacs? I don't see no stinking Nazis in here. I don't see no stinking domestic terrorists in here. The only thing I see in here are a bunch of hard-working men and women that are real Americans, brother.
What's he going to do?
He's ripping his top off.
Oh, God, why?
That's what he does.
Oh.
Yeah.
What,
I
when
think-
he's just talking and not
Is there
fighting?
anyone in the world who thinks that when you trot out Hulk Hogan as an attribute, you're scraping the bottom of the petri
No,
dish?
but Trump is blinded by his desperate need for narcissistic food. So anyone that loves him, he says he loves them.
Dr. Phil loves him.
Well, he'll love him for a
Dr.
minute.
Phil.
Until he
You
doesn't.
can't run away from your DNA.
No.
This is Tucker Carlson.
10 days from now to look in the eye to America with a straight face.
10 days from now to look to the eye of... It didn't make any sense.
What a moron.
It's going to be pretty hard to look at us and say, you know what? Kamala Harris, she got 85 million votes because she's just so impressive. As the first Samoan, Malaysian, low IQ, former California prosecutor ever to be elected president. It was just a groundswell of popular support. And anyone who thinks otherwise is just a freak or a criminal.
They really are laying the ground, aren't they, for if they lose?
It's petrifying what they
really are
lose.
laying the ground. And this is why they're coming out and behaving like winners, Melania and all this, like they'd already won.
You don't think it's because
embarrassing.
they think they have won?
I think that they are...
They're gaslighting.
I think they're scared. It's a 50-50. And I think they're just... Yeah, they're scared. He's grandstanding in New York. He's never going to win New York.
I still think that. I mean, Donald Trump later drops a sort of hinted or coded or barbed comment about our little secret to the leader of the House.
Yes, but he's just trying to scare people. And my God, he's doing it, isn't it? The Washington Post, namby-pamby wimps.
Well, it's Bezos who said no
He's
more.
a wimp.
Yeah, but like
He's
you said,
scared.
they're trying to curry favour, aren't they, with the incoming president?
They're scared because he's given the list of who he's going to come for.
Yeah, absolutely. I genuinely think they are very excited because there's the polls that have it neck and neck, and then there are these things which are kind of called prediction calculators, which is where people are betting, and it's almost like the stock market. They're shorting or betting on the odds. It's not quite betting, but anyway, they're having Trump out at 54% likely to win versus 46%. I've got a horrible feeling that he might win bigly.
Well, of course he might win. The thing is, no fucker knows. But
yeah.
I think sometimes overblown confidence like this can be a real problem.
Okay, well,
he doesn't have enough people across the states. They're running out of money. They're having to ask for money, which I don't understand, because who is that? Who's the Zionist woman that gave him?
I'm going to play devil's advocate. I feel that you're trotting
$1
out a little bit of what the Trumpian the anti-Trumpian propagandists are trying to say. Yeah, but they think that if the narrative sticks, it will happen.
No, I genuinely, everyone I listen to says you can't call it.
No, you can't call it.
That you can't call it.
No.
And I think I'm always suspicious of people that come out looking like everything is fine. I mean, we saw Hillary Clinton do it.
Yeah.
And it's a dangerous thing to do because his narcissistic nourishment need means he hasn't been working as hard as he should have been.
But I have to say, Kamala has gifted them all of these weaknesses, all of these insufficiencies. She's not been out there. She's been cowardly.
She's hidden her vice president.
And when she talks, she doesn't say anything of any meaning. She's a continuity candidate. She gets muddled. And also, when she was asked what is your biggest weakness, she says not being able to answer questions on the spot. Okay, JD Vance coming in.
Asked what she would do differently compared to Joe Biden. She said nothing comes to mind.
Well, she had to say that.
She's running on how she's going to be different, but she couldn't name a single thing that she would do differently than Joe Biden. Now, I will say that could be the Kamala Harris official campaign slogan. Kamala Harris, nothing comes to mind.
So proud of himself. Look at that smile.
What a smile. He was like...
God, can you imagine being married to him? Jesus.
Oh, do you think he has skid marks? Moving on to Donald Trump.
Kamala's gross incompetence disqualifies her from being president of the United States of America. She is grossly incompetent. All you have to do is look at her interviews, look at what she did the other night on fake news CNN. Just take a look. She couldn't answer a question. She's unfit for office. Everyone knows it. No one respects her. No one trusts her. No one takes her seriously. Everyone knows she is a very low IQ individual. And we will make America great again.
What is this?
We will make America great again.
And what is this?
I've just done the arm.
Ow!
Ah.
Why is it he goes like this?
Oh God, I don't know. He's got so many weird idiosyncrasies.
So weird. Okay, just a bit more from him.
We need very smart people. We're running against something far bigger than Joe or Kamala and far more powerful than them, which is a massive, vicious, crooked, radical left machine that runs today's Democrat Party. They're just vessels. In fact, they're perfect vessels because they'll never give them a hard time. They'll do whatever they want. I know many of them. It's just this amorphous group of people.
Oh, he's been looking up
said
words.
amorphous.
Amorphous. And then he did his hand because he wanted to try and remember what amorphous is. He was studying the dictionary last
I think amorphous.
year.
But the other day he used the word
Amorphous.
egregious.
He's got somebody, egregious, we know that.
Yeah.
But he's got somebody training him to
Yes.
help him have other words.
I've noticed he's reading more.
Amorphous.
So
you know when people teach people how to remember
Yes.
things, that's how he's
It's tapping.
Yeah.
He's tapping
Amorphous.
and amorphous.
But they're smart and they're vicious. And we have to defeat them. And when I say the enemy from within, the other side goes crazy, becomes a cell. Oh, how can he say? No, they've done very bad things to this country. They are indeed the enemy from within. But this is who we're fighting. I will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. Think of that. That's how far back.
Hang on, 1798. He's saying this as a good thing. We're going back.
He's saying we're having to be taken against our will.
Yeah.
We're having to be taken back.
But no,
to
but
the
hang on,
world.
doesn't he in a minute say this is some kind of golden age?
That's when they had law and order. They had some tough ones.
They also had slavery.
Well, that's what he wants.
Think of the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. You hear that, Mr. Speaker? Get ready. Or take a look at Aurora in Colorado. Colorado is going to vote for us. You know why? Typically, they go a little bit the other way. Of course, with their voting system, I'm not so sure about that. But you know why? Because they tried to throw the leading candidate of both parties, meaning me. I was leading both parties off the ballot. And the people of Colorado, including Democrats, are very angry about it. They are a threat to democracy, to use that term.
Already baked into everything is how they're going to dispute who wins, if Kamala wins. The civil war is baked into these threats like our little secret.
I mean, we're kind of half laughing here, but it's very, very frightening. They are laying the ground for if they don't win.
Yes, absolutely.
And, fighting. We are fighting. He has hypnotic brainwashing techniques that he's
It's
using.
his tone of voice. It's like he's exaggerated his voice a bit, don't you think? It's almost like he knows that this...
Very frightening.
It's like the snake in Jungle Book. It just kind of... Anyway, if you want a really odd voice, here's Elon Musk. Oddest man on the planet.
I'm not just MAGA. I'm dark, gothic MAGA.
That was my scariest moment. Because what is dark, gothic MAGA, Nads?
I don't know. I'm
Or
just
dark,
so glad I
gothic
don't live in America.
magma? What the fuck are you guys doing? How are you coping?
It must be so awful for any decent thinking person.
Well, the energy in this room is incredible.
Oh, he's getting off on it like he thinks he's a rock star.
Does anyone else think he looks
what a
like a
great group of
baby
people.
bird? His head.
America is going to reach heights that it has never seen before. The future is going to be amazing.
I was really disappointed there that he didn't have a better word
He
than
hasn't got much
amazing.
vocabulary either. Maybe he should.
Got much what?
Maybe he hasn't got very good vocabulary either.
Vocabulary.
Maybe he needs to sit with Trump for a while and he can teach him how to remember big
Amorphous.
words. Amorphous.
But this guy has got
Egregious.
zero articulacy. Look. Elon.
Oh, God.
Look, it's just as I can't bear it.
It's because all these people
guys
never
are
gives
awesome.
out $1 million quid willy-nilly.
Hang on. Coquettish giggle.
I feel a bit sick.
Okay, watch this.
Oh, he's been hanging out with Hulk backstage.
What?
Oh, he's not going to rip his shirt off.
No,
What?
but
Is he ripping his shirt off?
USA! 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 Whoa!
He's doing it to a ribbon.
Yes! Like, this is a real battle. This is a real election battle. So you need to get friends and family to vote. Make sure they vote. Vote
somebody £1
early.
million.
This is important.
listen. Now I want you to listen to a phrase he uses now, which is a bit worrying.
We're going to be putting up a scorecard, okay?
Right.
An early vote scorecard, state by state, county by county. What is the scorecard? Vote early. Vote now. Make the margin of victory so big
Listen.
that you know what can't happen.
Yeah, you know what?
Civil war.
Yeah.
Civil war?
No, he's not saying you know what can't happen.
He suggested civil war.
Cheating can't happen. That's what he's saying.
No, I know, but I think laced within that is
what
won't happen, which is total Armageddon.
No, you know what won't happen means so that the election can't be stolen.
I disagree. Yes.
That's what he's saying.
No, he means something. Given some of the tweets that he's posted about civil war.
Also, they are wanting a civil war.
No,
but there he's saying, so you know what can't. So the election can't be stolen because him and Vance can't say out loud, because they're not being asked, whether the last election was stolen, because of course that's going against the Constitution, and they're kind of still now, before they kick in Project 24,522, whatever it is, they've got to pretend that they believe.
Right. I think he's directly invoking civil war there.
No, I don't agree.
Okay, good. Well, I disagree with you too.
That's good.
Okay, so let's listen to Kamala's. Let's get some evidence of her IQ.
Calm.
These next 9 days will test us. They will demand everything we've got. But when I think about the days ahead and the God we serve, I am confident that His power will work through us. Because, church, I know we were born for a time such as this. And I have faith He is going to carry us forward, and the road ahead won't be easy. It will require perseverance and hard work. But in times of uncertainty, Scripture reminds us, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning.
Oh God, she's doing Martin Luther King.
Sorry,
that's an impression.
My right armpit just literally spurted sweat.
I mean, bless her. She's trying so hard.
She's between a rock and a hard trunk. But what was it she said?
Can I not watch any more of that?
No. You're not going to watch any more of that. But do watch this. This is another moment this week, which was a little bit of painful.
God, we're all gonna bloody.
You ready?
You ready? He's gonna get in.
You ready?
Okay, now I want each of you to shout your own name. Do that. Because it's about all of us. It's about all of us.
Let's see what she was trying. You don't take an audience that is whipped up and get them to stop.
Because otherwise, this happens.
Okay, now I want each of you to shout your own name. Do that. Because it's about all of us. It's about all of us.
Microphone. She nearly fell into her microphone.
I think she was thinking, whoever's fucking idea this was, wait till I get home.
Was that the October surprise? Oh, babe, it's a disaster. We're all fucking doomed. It's all your fault, America. It's all your fault.
Come on.
Multiple instances of the C word. Viewer discretion is advised. Kamala Harris is a C word. You heard that right. A big old C word. In fact, all of the other C words think she's the biggest C word of them all. That's right, she's a tax-hiking, regulation-loving, gun-grabbing communist. And the worst part, she's proud of it. Kamala Harris, the C word America simply can't afford. See?
They put up a pussy at the point of the pussy. Nads.
This is fascism.
That's Elon Musk's political activation collective, or whatever a pack is. Okay, final clip. Donald Trump tonight has been in Florida.
Can anyone really believe that Kamala is a communist?
Oh, you don't get communists in America anymore.
You don't get communists anywhere.
Yeah, communists are a rare thing. You don't get them in China. It's the most capitalist country on the planet.
Don't get them in Russia.
I think the only place you do get them is Cuba, which is why they've got no electricity. Anyway, this is the final clip. This is Donald Trump tonight trying to rectify the damage of the Puerto Rican nutjob at his Malibu estate and really try and reposition our perception of
please,
of the
if there is a single Puerto
Madison
Rican
Square
listening,
Garden.
Please don't allow him.
Don't vote for him.
To rewind, like we saw the Muslim
rewind.
Saying vote for him.
I know.
He's anti-war.
He's anti-everything.
He went over to the Middle East and mixed everything up so badly that he plays a big part in the recent mess.
I don't think anybody has ever seen anything like what happened the other night at Madison Square Garden. The love in that room. It was breathtaking, and you could have filled it many, many times with the people that were unable to get in. But politicians that have been doing this for a long time, 30 and 40 years, said there's never been an event so beautiful. It was like a love fest.
It was like
an absolute love fest, and it was my honor to be involved. And
he's going to be making
hopefully, you know, they started to say, well, in 1939, the Nazis used Madison Square Garden. Well, and you know what? But can you imagine it? In 1939, the Nazi, they would.
Well, you were calling
how
for 17,
terrible to say, right? Because, you know, they've
98.
used Madison Square Garden many times. Many people have used it, but nobody's ever had a crowd like that. And I tell you what, right now, nobody's ever had love like that. That was love in the room. And it was love.
He's on the wacky backy.
He's on the wacky backy. He's on ecstasy. He's taken some MDMA. And he's hugging the Republicans of America.
Maybe the wacky backy was laced with something.
Maybe.
You hear about that in America.
So having watched all of that, we're 8 days away. It's obviously heating up. I feel Kamala Harris is on the back foot. I think my sense is that there's a bit of a panic.
Our only hope
is that she's got something up her
is
sleeve.
that there are enough. She's got nothing up her sleeve.
She's
got nothing up her sleeve. All we can do is hope and pray.
For what?
That the women of America come out and say, not in
Our name.
Are you going to shut down autonomy of our bodies, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren?
Yeah.
Women, rise up. She hasn't given you the rousing speech. I will do it. Women of America, you've got to save the world.
Wow.
I think you should have had to cut me out then.
That
would have been a good ending.
I'll cut you out now.
Women of America, we need you to save the world.
Since she's just made her feminist plea, she's got her
Got your fucking apron back on to go do the washing
your dungarees.
up. That I'm not supposed
You're
to
wearing
moan
your dungarees.
about ever.
Shut up. Oh, you never
Well,
you
you
never let
wanted to-
anything go.
you-
You don't let anything lie.
Are you
You
joking?
wouldn't let it lie.
You've got an obsessive
You wouldn't
compulsive
let it lie.
disorder and you've been diagnosed.
No, ADHD. I haven't been diagnosed with OCD.
Listen,
Don't-
OCD is a comorbidity of
Hang
ADHD.
on a minute. You can't start just hurling other things at me.
KLMNOP.
Trump has OCD. That's why he doesn't do golden arcs.
He can't, what's that thing? He can't walk downstairs either,
No,
can
he can't walk downstairs, and he certainly can't be pissed on. Can't bear it. Doesn't do germs.